FOG Andrew here, and the coach here, family of gamers. Welcome, Wargaming. So an exciting, awesome live stream. What's up, y'all?
What up? What up? What up? What up?
Yeah. We had some technical difficulties. As you can see, the wasps are back. But
we'll try to fix them. But I don't know. Tell me if it looks better or worse. Because when we fix it, it looks better, like that.
There we go.
There we go. How's that, Beetle? How we look? We look better. Hey, Johnny, how are you? Johnny Grogan, our fellow...
well, they can't see it.
They can't see what?
The comment.
I'm sorry. So...
you gotta bring it up.
Okay. Running. No. There we are. And Johnny's here. What's up, Johnny? How are you? I'm gonna send you a message. So speak, Andrew.
So we got a lot to talk about. There's a lot of stuff actually we're going to talk about, mainly Crisis Protocol, but also I think we're going to talk about other things. Hopefully, we'll see. We got some more people checking in.
All right. So that better, Beetle? Beetle is our Beetle is our control staff here. There is Rick Hall. He is one of the ball bros. I'm trying to get the shine, brother. Can't do it. Whatever I can do. Got to work on the biceps. That's all you can do. All right. All right. As long as the background's good, I don't care. Okay. Oh, there's my man, the lusciousness himself, Mr. Rob Tremarco. How are you? I missed the giant bowl of pine cones. Okay. Oh, he was talking about the living room. See, layer upon layer. Rob has different things. So what's going on, fellas, ladies and gentlemen in the universe? What is going on? I want to do a special shout out to my man Johnny Grogan and his son Jason, who are watching now. Johnny Grogan is kind of our I say game recruiter, because he kind of we met him through Test of Honor, and then we went to Mortal Gods, and it was all because of Johnny. We set it up, and he made the transitions there, and I have a special announcement at the end, which I will wait till the end. So, but
do I know what that is?
You no.
Oh, okay.
Well, you kind of do, but you don't.
Okay.
So, but
we got a lot to talk about. A lot of stuff going down this week. It won't be just Crisis Protocol, don't worry. But there are some things that we are going to talk about. For example, I want to quickly just go over the Lizard, who I've been excited for. He's going to be packaged with Kraven the Hunter and his card. We talked about Kraven last week, his card, so go check that out if you haven't already. And now we're going to talk about Lizard. So what we thought about Kraven was that he's pretty damn good for 3 points.
Right.
So,
and he's only 3 points.
He's only 3 points.
But then again, like we said last week, he's only 3 points, but he's a dude.
Yeah.
He's not like he's not a superhero. He's just a really good hunter, and he's like Spider-Man's pain in the butt.
Yeah, he's got some pretty good stuff. But we're gonna talk about Lizard now.
The Lizard.
Now
the Lizard technically is a superhero, not a supervillain.
Yes.
Okay, because he's got certain powers and stuff. So we are going to do it to it. Here we go. All right, there we are. And I have to press F11 because Beetle wants me to. All right.
All right, so you want to start us off?
I will start us up. So the Lizard is Curtis Connors. Okay, he is, I just want to go real quick. Oh, it goes down. So he's got a 6 on the healthy side, 5 on the flip side, which is 11 altogether. Moves medium. I thought he would move long. I don't know why. I just thought he would move long. Size 3. Okay, so he's bigger for a 3 threat. 4 tree across the board. And his first attack is Tail Whip.
Yes, physical attack, range 3, 4 dice for free. After this attack is resolved, this character gains power equal to the damage dealt. Of course, and on a wild, he can push the target character if they are size 3 or less. So, you know, it's not a terrible attack because it's range 3. I know it's for only 4 dice, but
It's all right.
It's okay.
You know what it is though? He's a 3-threat.
And you have the chance to push for free. So, but then he's got Cold-Blooded, range 2, 7 dice, 3 power. So that's pretty good already.
Okay.
If this attack deals damage after the attack is resolved, the target character gains the bleed and slow special conditions.
So it has to deal damage though, but you get bleed and slow.
Yes.
So now here's the thing. This is the interesting thing that I've been noticing about the 3 threats. All right. You have a 0. All right. So the 0-1, it's the basic one. It's, you know, a range 3, which is really good. All right. Which is really good. 4, it is what it is. Okay. But now you have Cold-Blooded, which is, it's good because bleed and slow are really annoying. All right. It's really annoying. You got to get rid of them, especially bleed. You got to get rid of bleed, but it's only range 2. So that's a 3-threat character. If he was a 4 or 5, it would probably be range 3, and a 5 would be a range 4. So that's where that is.
And it's 7 dice for only
it's 3 power.
3 power, which isn't bad.
No.
You know?
No, not 7 dice for 3.
And you know, if you really get a lot of tail whips in, you're able to get power equal to the damage dealt, so you can get that done. Then he's got his superpowers are biochemical breakthrough, which is choose an interactive terrain feature or an enemy character, both of size 3 or less and within range 2, and throw it small.
Okay.
For 3 power. So that's interesting. You can pick up enemies because I know some characters are like Doc Ock. You can only just do interactive terrain features, so you can actually throw an enemy character into someone else if there's
so that's,
someone there.
But you think about it, that's not bad because you could either pick up something or throw something into. You have the option. So like we were doing, just one that comes to mind is Medusa. She can pick up a character and throw them, but she can't pick up a piece of terrain. I kind of like this. Yeah. You know, especially like say you're going after Magneto and he's got his constructs, you can maybe destroy one of them on the way. So then he's got Thick Hide, which is when this character would suffer damage from an enemy effect, reduce the amount of damage suffered by 1 to a minimum of 1. So that's like the Invincible Iron Man thing, you know, with his armor. And then he's got Healing Factor 1 with Wall Crawler. So basically, a Healing Factor happens at the end of the turn, correct?
At the end of the activation.
At the end of the activation. And he's got 6 health. 4-3-3. So he's pretty stout.
I would say he's pretty standard for a 3-point character.
But all right, so let's say physical, just for argument's sake, physical. 4 dice, right? Reduce the effect by 1 to a minimum of 1. So now this is different because let's say you have 1 damage on you, right? And you do, okay, I could reduce this by 1. It's to a minimum of 1. So you're always going to have 1 wound on you. So you can't go past that.
Well, yeah, that's like how Iron Man is. Right. He's got the same thing.
But like Kingpin has it where you can get rid of all of them.
Kingpin, you have to spend power for it. This is just his armor.
All right, so you're reducing by 1, healing by 1. That's so basically it's almost like you're healing 2 when in the grand scheme of it.
Yeah.
You know, on his turn.
So I think he's pretty standard for 3 points. But that being said, I think he's not like Kraven was kind of like, oh, I'll take him with other groups, other affiliations. Lizard seems like I'm just going to throw him in with the Spider Foes for filler because he's a solid 3-point character.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I don't think I will take Lizard besides if I'm taking Spider Foes, to be honest with you. But I think Kraven and Lizard are very good 3-point characters together.
Pretty good.
So that I think that box set is a must buy. You know,
so it's Lizard and Kraven, basically.
Lizard and Kraven, and then Mysterio and Carnage are in another box.
And let's talk about what's going on in the next one here. Anything?
He's got exactly the same stuff except for his health, which goes down to 5, which is, you know, it's whatever.
But he still, like you said, he still has thick hide and healing factor, which is you know what, mitigating damage is a big thing. I think that's an understated thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So if we want to just get out of this,
okay.
And but listen, like, I'm a little disappointed. I thought he would have a little bit more stuff to him, but for 3 points, it's
No, he's pretty good. So what do you guys think about Lizard? Is he lackluster? Is he good? You know what, he's okay for a 3-pointer. You know what, you can't expect a 3-pointer to be like over.
I mean, look at Craven.
Yeah, I know, but
I was hoping that Lizard would have something where you can spend like 2 power or something and then do like a charge or something. Like, could have thrown something like that in there to do a charge, or
maybe like use the tail for a choke or something, like tail choke or something like that.
I think like if they threw charge on there, he would have been even better, or pretty good, because you could move and then do your attack for 2 power.
What's the one that Bullseye has when he can run an attack?
Oh, hit and run.
Yeah, that would have been something.
He attacks and then runs away, but I don't know. That's not really like. I think it would have made more sense for him to have charge,
right.
But there is a team tactic card that looks like it's going to be in the Craven and Lizard box that Phasia sent me.
I think it's going to be. I think this was leaked that it's with Craven, so I guess it's in the box with him.
Yes,
and plus he's on there.
Well, yeah, it's obviously it's going to be with Craven, because that's what the card does.
Right.
Fearful Symmetry. It's a reactive ability. When Craven the Hunter KOs an enemy Peter Parker, if there is no Peter Parker in your squad, Craven the Hunter may play this card. Craven the Hunter transforms into Spider-Man Peter Parker. Replace Craven the Hunter's stat card with Spider-Man's stat card with its healthy side up, and move all damage tokens, power, and special conditions, objective tokens, and effects from Craven the Hunter to Spider-Man. Spider-Man is now a part of your squad.
So you have to buy the Peter Parker Spider-Man.
Well, you can do Spider-Man or Amazing Spider-Man. We have the box set for Spider-Man. So, if you're taking him.
Right. And it's Spider-Man and Black Cat, right?
Yeah.
So, well, first things first is, to play this card, you're going to have Spider-Man, right? Now, Peter Parker Spider-Man. It's
if you're taking Peter, and Craven specifically kills Peter, then I turn into Peter.
Now, but that's not amazing? Isn't that just regular Spider-Man from the box set?
I don't know. It just says Spider-Man and then in parentheses Peter Parker. I guess so that you can't do it with Miles.
Okay. So that would be either or.
I guess either or.
No, I'm saying
Amazing or regular one in the box. Right. So, yeah, that's very situational. That's like, I'll take Craven, choose my 8, and then if you're taking Spider-Man, then I'll take the card.
But it says here, when Craven the Hunter KOs an enemy, Peter Parker, if there's no Peter Parker in your squad, Craven the Hunter may play this card.
So you would, if I'm taking Craven, you would have to take Peter, and then I would have to kill Peter with Craven specifically for me to play that.
It's a little wonky.
Yeah.
It's a very, very situational. So, but also too, it says replace Craven the Hunter's stat card with Spider-Man's stat card on the healthy side up. Move all damage tokens, power, special conditions, objective tokens, and effect from Craven to Spider-Man. Peter Parker, Spider-Man. Peter Parker is now part of your squad. So, but if he has any damage or anything, he takes that with him. So if he has bleed or whatever, you know what I mean, on Craven. So
you basically just transform into Peter Parker, Spider-Man,
with all the stuff that you've already done. So
yes.
That's a little it's a little nuts. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. What do you think?
I mean, it's just I think that it's like a 99% chance that it won't happen.
That's one of the cards that you take so that if it does happen, it just, but then again, you're missing one of the 5 slots, of the cards that you take. So,
right.
But now that there's also the restricted deck and all that stuff, I think maybe next week we should go over that, the restrictive deck. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think about Lizard? What do you think about the Kraven card? So, just post it in the comments. We'll get to it. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I think Lizard's okay for 3, but then that goes back to like what I was saying the other day when we were talking about it. Like Proxima's a very good 3. Is Lizard as good as Proxima?
I think, like I said, Lizard is just there to fill up a Spider Foe spot when you want a Spider Foe character.
Right.
That's it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I'm not going to take him with the whatever, I'm going to take
But then again,
him.
he could just take him as a 3-point to maybe hold objectives or maybe, run up the field. And do some
I'd rather take other 3-point characters instead of him, Like, at that point, it's like I might as well take Gwen or Miles or Zemo, or Doc Ock,
He is a size 3, so then he can pick up bigger things to throw.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because what is it? You can pick up a size 4 thing and throw
size 3.
It has to be same size? I thought it was one bigger.
No, it says if it's size 3 or less.
Okay.
That's what Lizard's card says.
Mm-hmm.
So, or an enemy or interactive terrain piece that is size 3 or less.
Right. So Rob is saying that if you have a thematic battle between Spidey and the Sinister Six, then it sounds like a good foe. But the thing is that it's so situational. You're going to have to knock out Amazing Spider-Man or Peter Parker, which is not that easy. Now, the regular Peter Parker is a lot easier.
Is he talking about the card or Lizard?
I'm talking about the card.
No, I'm saying, is he talking about the card?
I think he's talking about the card.
Okay.
So, no, but then, yeah. But if you're talking about the card, it's going to be hard to do. If you're talking about the Lizard, it makes sense. But I think comparing Lizard to Kraven is really hard because it seems like Kraven was a lot better than Lizard.
Kraven had a lot more stuff, and Lizard, I was hoping, would also have more stuff. But then again, he's got Wall Crawler, which I think Kraven had, and then
the Tough Hide.
The Tough Hide and Healing Factor. So it's like, he's got a few things more, But to be honest with you, like, I don't see myself using the throwing thing that often, so I'm probably just going to save my power and spend 6 power to do 14 dice. Think about that. 6 power for 14 dice altogether. If you were to do it twice.
Oh yeah, okay, you're doing it.
If you were to do the attack twice,
that's cold-blooded, right?
That's cold-blooded. So if you do the attack twice, that's 14 dice. So 7 dice each, 3 power each. So 6 power, 14 dice. That's not bad. Because I also appreciate how the other stuff he has, like, I'm probably not going to use the throwing thing that much, so it's like, save your power for that attack, that one attack,
But then again, but the thing is, cold-blooded is only range 2.
Yeah, so but you're going to get up there anyway. Why would I not get up there? You know what I mean? Like, the tail whip is range 3 because it's a longer tail, because he has a long tail. I think that's the only reason why they did that.
Right.
Like, I have no reason to not get him up there anyway.
But then again, you can do tail whip, right? You could do cold-blooded first, then you could do tail whip, and then you could pick something up and throw it.
Yeah.
So you could do that's where
so
I see that coming in.
It's the whole combo thing.
It's what it is. Honestly, we're going to talk about our game, but it comes down to timing.
Yeah.
Like, when you do stuff is more important than having stuff to do. If you do it in the order, I think with the card, I know for myself, I look at it in order and I do it that way. But it's hard because you got to figure out, like, or maybe you just throw something, then you do tail whip, and No, you would do cold-blooded first, and then tail whip. You can move them short. You can move them small away because you want to be within range 2. So range 2 is really close, though. You know, it's like almost nose to nose. You know what I mean? You know. So Rob was talking about the Craven and all those situational things. Yeah, it's very, very situational. But and how do you read that, Andrew?
It says, "What do I know?" But you know, I'm not going to do what. Georgie's not here right now.
He's not here. Okay, but yeah, it's extremely situational. But then that's one of the things. Like if Craven is going to kill Peter Parker and you don't have the card, you're going to flip out. You know what I mean? So
somebody's calling. Yeah. Who do you think?
Okay. Can we mute this one?
Call from.
They call every night to see if I want to extend my warranty for my car. So it's
so anyway, we have a very special haul to share because we've gotten a little, I think, crazy with this gosh darn game, but that's not really a bad thing, I don't think. We got a bunch of stuff for Crisis Protocol, and you got some other things. But let's talk about the Crisis Protocol stuff first. I don't know who wants to go first. You want me to go first?
Well, you want to set up why we were showing it. We were going to do a surprise.
Well, what happened is that I ordered some stuff to surprise him for this live stream, and he ordered stuff to surprise me for this live stream. So we were kind of like, well, what the hell did you order? And we were kind of trying to figure it out. And then we were just like, all right, we'll just tell each other what we got. Thank God we didn't get the same stuff.
It would have been funny if we did it live and we got the same exact stuff. So.
I know. So I guess I'll go first. I had to do it and get Black Panther Killmonger because I think adding Killmonger into this criminal syndicate is going to be better for the crime syndicate,
right?
Which we did a game where I did crime syndicate, which we'll talk about later. But also the other thing is you got Shuri and Okoye, so we can start doing the Wakandans and see how that goes. Because I hear Black Panther and Killmonger are good, and this comes with a crisis card. So, so there's that one. If you want to just take that. And then I got this for you. You've been talking about it so much, Proxima and Corvus,
right?
Because I know you've been wanting to get them because Phasia has been running them and destroying you, which is hilarious. I love that. Good job, Phasia. And
it's not always, but
well,
no, not the last. time. The last time we played, I won every game, and then the last time we played,
so we got Corvus and Proxima.
I think the big thing with them is that they're really good, but the fact that they can just activate each other is ridiculous.
Yeah,
and you're talking about like a size. They're only 7 points, the two of them. So that's I think that's fantastic, where they can really go back and forth. You know what I mean? So
and I have no interest in getting the Black Order guys, so Black Dwarf and Ebony Maw, and also then we'd have to get Thanos to even do the affiliation. So like I
wanted them to put him in.
Yeah,
there is no Georgie. No, not that we know of. No. Not yet. So, all right. So I bought a few things. So I got the twins. I would go with new hotness. So Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. So the Scarlet Witch can go into my defenders. And
they can.
Yeah.
They can?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. And also that Quicksilver is part of the Inhumans, which I love so much. So
I didn't know it comes with a crisis card.
Yeah, it does.
I didn't know that.
It says it right there.
Yeah, I know.
2 stats.
I just saw that now.
Right, and 14 tactic cards.
Yeah, well, we don't use them anyway.
Yeah, that's the problem. So because like Proxima, they come with 3, and then Wakanda, they come with 3, and these guys come with 4. So I guess the new hotness is new stuff. So then
the new hotness is new stuff.
I had to get Mr. Sinister for 2 reasons. 1, I like what he does, and 2, it's the model. Sinister is ridiculously sexy. I can't wait to paint it.
And he comes with a crisis card.
Right. And he comes with a crisis card and 2 team tactic cards. But that's his own stuff, you know what I'm saying? So there we go right there. So there's that. And then I had to get for Andrew Sin and Viper. And they come with 2 team tactic and that's it.
No crisis card.
No crisis card.
Which is a little weird. Yeah, which is a little disappointing. I figured that like they should probably do like, I understand like Sinister, and I mean I'm surprised Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch. That's very weird. I'm curious on what that one is. But like, Sin is the second leader for the Cabal. Like you should have a crisis card for the Cabal.
She should. Absolutely. I thought it would be some kind of thing in a mission. Like maybe the mission is like, or the crisis card is something like make my dad proud or something like, whatever.
Right. And then it says here with for Sin with her partner Crossbones.
Right.
So I think that there's taking them would be good
you
because
have to take them together.
Because of a team tactic card. But like I'm kind of working on Spider Foes, Cabal, Crime Syndicate, like those are, I think, the main 3.
You're really doing like all the bad guys.
I love the bad guys. Yeah. I do. And it's cool because these are very obscure characters, doing Red Skull's daughter and Madam Hydra for some reason. But I don't remember exactly what her affiliation was.
Sin? Because I always remember her as Madam Hydra.
What?
Isn't Sin is Madam Hydra, correct?
No, Sin is Red Skull's daughter.
Right.
Viper is Madam Hydra.
Okay. So what I mean is when did Viper become Viper?
No idea. But anyway, and I remember Viper being, I think they're both 3 points, which is no, like,
it's great.
Yeah, 3-point guys.
But we already went over their cards, I think, in episode 11. This is 15. So if you want to look back at the other one, the funny part is that they're like really good. Both of them are really good for 3 points.
Yeah.
They might even be better than Black Cat, I think. So
no, they are better than Black Cat.
Yeah. Beetle, are you still out there? So is that Sin and Viper, we went over, we couldn't believe that how good they were. You know what I mean?
Well, I thought that Sin was pretty good. Viper I was a little iffy on, and then I kind of like was reading her card again later on. I was like, okay, you know what? Like I think like she would work for 3 points.
And who is the one that has to take? Is it Viper for Crossbones?
No.
It's Sin.
Sin.
Okay, because I was reading a lot, and they were saying by taking Crossbones and her together really is like really powerful.
Yeah.
So,
I gotta see what the team tactic card is and kind of
and how they work together. It's really it's supposed to be really good. Oh, what's up? Hi, Alex. How are you? I hope you're feeling better. We've been worried about you. We've been praying, lighting candles and stuff. So hopefully everything is good. And but yeah, so Beetle, his wife was a little ill, so she was taking care of her and stuff. And Beetle's a good friend of the show. He's been a Patreon forever, and he's, he busts our chops a lot, but we know he's our quality control guy from the Midwest. But although these were the surprises, I do have an actual surprise.
An actual one?
Like a real one that you don't know about.
What about the other stuff for the haul?
Let's get to the surprise.
Okay.
So over here, look at this. Look.
Oh, jeez. It's not even open yet.
No, I didn't open it. He had no idea.
All right. I think I know what this is, maybe. But then again,
do me a favor, don't cut me, because
I won't. Well, I mean,
you might break the blade,
Well, I mean, you kind of. Yep, there they are.
Oh,
look at this.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that.
The Darth Vader cards came back
Yeah, look at that.
Those are the ones we got from Adepticon. Thank you, thank you.
We did it. We officially did it. Hulk for your defenders.
Yes.
And Venom for my spider foes. And Web Warriors too, because he can be in that. So Web Warriors is officially complete.
Mm-hmm.
And Spider Foes is not, but I'm happy that I finally had it. Thank you, Beetle.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
There's a card there, I think. So Beetle said he hopes when we get back to Gaslands, we'll be able to use the car in there. Although I do have a rusted Beetle that we did. So
and what else is? Ooh, Hulk comes with a crisis card.
Is Venom?
Nope.
Let's see what we got here. All right. So this is Special Rules and Warriors. I'm not too sure what it is, but it's good for Flames of War. So I'm going to probably read this tonight and go through it. And, you know, we should do a proper unboxing of it. So there's all... I'm not sure about it, but, you know, we're going to go through it. I think this is for playing games and stuff, special rules and stuff. Right there. And then... I'm waiting for this one. It's a Flames of War, World War II miniature game, and it's got a bunch of. I think what is this exactly? This is the. I think this is the rule book.
Rule book. Is that for the new edition or the old?
Yeah, no. This is brand new. Yeah, I think this is the large size rule book. So,
for
Flames of War. For late war, so 39 to 41 and 44 to 45. So it's pretty good. So Beetle sent us the two guys, the special rules and warriors, and it's got some missions in it. And this is the rule book with a bunch of new missions in it. So pretty good. So thank you, Beetle. It's always coming through for us. We really appreciate it. I don't know what to say. Thank you. He's been dying for Hulk and Venom.
Mostly Venom,
but you know.
So now that means we have seven.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 dudes.
Okay, 11 dudes,
well,
but 7 boxes.
12. Because we got She-Hulk in the other one.
True. And you got to do Ghost Rider. Finish.
Now I got to finish Ghost Rider, yeah.
So, get to it. And I can start, you know, doing...
You want to arm wrestle to see who paints it?
Yeah, well... okay. I guess I'll be painting him.
Okay.
But
I want him to come out good. So
thank you, Beetle. Thank you,
Beetle. There's only one thing. Thank you, Alex, for putting up with our stuff over here and spending time with Beetle. We appreciate you lending them to us, and I'm glad you're feeling a lot better. But you got to get even better so that we can see you at Adepticon again, and then we can have a drink. And I know that I'm not sure if you guys drink, but I really don't drink. But we'll have a fake drink, and I want one with an umbrella and some fruit in it. So Gun Barrel, what's up, homie? I'm glad you finally joined Discord. I appreciate that. So Hulk Smash, We Are Venom, Marvel Superheroes was a good game. Did you play that, Marvel Superheroes?
Marvel Superheroes?
Yeah.
What's Marvel Superheroes?
Marvel Superheroes was a good game. He says it was a good game. I think it was an old game. I thought it may be a video game. So let's see here. It's all the special rules from V3. So is that the... which one is this? This one?
So I guess that's the special rules for version 3.
So this is for version 3, is what you're saying. Was this the transition from from 3 to 4? And that's what this is here? Because this one looks like the let's see here. It says that is the rule book for Come into V4. Okay, so that's this one. All right. And that's the new one. Yeah, that's cool. It's awesome. So speaking of Flames of War, which you know, we've been
we've been we got into it, and then we got back into it, and I've been dying to play it again because it is a very fun game, and we're gonna look into it and hopefully do some videos and battle reports on it. But we had to extend our, I guess, what do you want to call it? Stuff for Flames of War. So we have the Fortress Europe stuff. You were getting the Bagration stuff for Soviets and Germans.
Right.
What else?
Which was also pushed back because of with COVID and stuff. But we do have both Bagration books, the German and the Soviet one. The Soviet one I got when it first came out, and I just got the other one, but I got the cards. So it's very important to have the cards because of it just makes it easier than flipping back and forth. And I know there's a way to get lists online, but I think you have to pay for each thing and stuff. I'd rather just have the cards. But I was watching a battle report, and they did a really good thing. I think we have to steal this. They had one guy he had a photo album of, it's not like a big photo album. It's about this size. And what he did was he had the cards in the photo album. And as he was looking, he was just flipping them over and back and forth. And they were all in one spot instead of laying them all out. He had them right there. So you go back and forth. I think that's not a bad idea. So you put the ones you're going to use in there and then for the game and flip them back and forth. I'm not saying to put all of them in there. And
I guess it'd be a good idea, but I would definitely forget where certain cards are and be like, oh, wait.
You got to flip back and forth, It is what it is then. And then the big thing was I got it. I was on eBay. I was trolling eBay. And then, when you get, I don't know who's my eBay warriors out there. But when you get on something, you find something really cheap. So I got Shuri and Okoye for like almost nothing. And they were paid and everything, painted, but I got to really paint it because that guy did a half-assed job. But it was, I got both of them for $20, which is like more than half price for those two. And then I was trolling on eBay, and then I got this. So it's a complete starter of Team Yankee, which is basically Flames of War in the future.
Well, is it Team Yankee or is it World War III? Because
I think it's the World War III. It's the World War III is the name of the box set. Okay. And then it's basically Team Yankee. So like you buy this, it's called World War III. All right. And then that's the name of the box set. Just kind of like Hit the Beach or, stuff like that. So this is the starter set for it, the complete starter. Comes with, I will tell you right now, the American force, Soviet force, the rule book, the A5 rule book, which I'm not too sure. I know that Flames of War is up to V4. I guess they're up to V5. So the American force has 3 Abram tanks. One is the headquarters, 2 M60 Pattons, and 2 M3 Bradleys, which are the little scout ones. These are the little guys. And then the Soviet force has 4 T-80s, 3 T-64s, and 2 BMP-3 IVFs, which I think are the artillery. And I think the Bradleys have an artillery to them too. So I do have a T-70 that Beetle sent to us at one time. So it looks very similar to the T-80s. So we might be able to use that because I think that was from the T-70 was from Tanks, but I think Tanks is not a like this is more of a fictitious World War III set. I think that Tanks, the game Tanks, which is now World of Tanks, was a pitting one tank against another. So like solo edition type deal. But yeah, I got that. I can't wait to try it. And if it's similar to Flames of War, but it's crazy because I was looking at some of the cards online, and where like you were saying, the German tanks are AP like 12 and 14. You're like, oh my God, they're so powerful. Like the Abrams has an AP 21. Mm-hmm. So but they have better armor and stuff like that. Because they put that ceramic armor on it. So the tanks, what they do is it's on the modern tanks. I know in the Abrams they do this. They take like ceramic and they put the ceramic on it and they put some stuff inside of it and whatever. And they make these plates and they put it on. And then when the stuff hits it, it kind of absorbs it through the ceramic. It's very interesting. So the whole tank is made for that. So it could take a lot more punishment than just metal. It's pretty interesting. You know, when I started getting into Flames of War, then I started watching all the documentaries, and I think we started playing Flames of War exactly when the pandemic hit. So then we were stuck, and I started watching a lot of documentaries and things like that. eBay hawking, I like that. That sounds good. Like I fly overhead as a predator and stuff. So, but you said that you were using something else that's similar to eBay, but you think it might be better.
I was using. I'm currently testing out Mercari because like a little while ago I downloaded it and then I saw an ad for it on Instagram or something. And I was like, oh, I forgot I have it. So I went on there and I bought something for like $20 and then like Lego stuff. And then they messaged me, were like, hey, you know, I noticed you liked one of my things. You know, if you want, I could do a discount and then send it over to you.
So they do like an upsell, like, you know, you bought this, so do you want to buy that? You know what I mean?
Well, because they were like, oh, I saw that you like favorited or liked one of my things, so I was like, okay, and they packaged it together, so I had to pay one shipping fee. That was it.
That's cool.
So, supposed to be here Friday, so hopefully, you know, it's some good stuff.
So that's good. So next week we can talk about it.
Yeah,
you know, we'll talk about it and see if it's worth it. You know, the whole thing is pick click. You ever hear pick click?
No.
All right. So is that's he said that's his go-to for finding stuff. All right. So
and Mercari is basically like is basically eBay, but I think every single listing you can make an offer.
Right.
So it's not like certain things on eBay you can make an offer, but no, it's specifically like everything you can do.
You know what though? But sometimes I don't want to. Sometimes it's a pain in the ass. You know, with the offers and the auctions and stuff. Sometimes I just like to like Shuri and this or this thing, the World War III set. It was like $22 cheaper than everything else. So I grabbed it quick, and it wasn't like I had to do the auction stuff. Now, when we were playing 40K, don't get me wrong, when we were playing 40K, I did the swoop and grab. And if you're a eBay warrior or some of these other things, you know about the swoop and grab. We've done that a few times where it's like, okay, I'm going to pay $30 for this. That's the maximum. And it's hovering around 22, 23. So you put $30 in, and then what you do is right at like 5 seconds left, you put your offer in, and then you can get it. And it's like, oh, you just want it for $25.50. And you know, it's like the swoop and grab. So it's pretty cool. So pick click, and we're going to try Mercari, see what that is. And I think the whole thing, it's important to know this because I never heard of pick click, but we're going to try it out because you never know. Because I mean, I don't know about you guys out there, maybe Beetle is, but I know we're not. We're not independently wealthy. So like, you know, we appreciate the guys who do Patreon for us. It really helps, you know, to do stuff like this. Then you got cool people like Beetle or like Johnny Grogan, who sends us stuff, and then we make videos with that, and we appreciate that. And we hope that you guys enjoy the videos and whatnot. But to stretch the hobby dollar as far as you can, it really makes a difference. You know, like I needed a paint set, so I got the Army Painter paint set because it was the cheapest, and I really do like it. I'm going to do I want to do an explanation video on it. So you know, it's pretty good. So stuff like this, I think, is important, but it's good for us to share. And that, you know, we should maybe even do a whole video on that, like eBay and other stuff, where to find stuff. So it makes a lot of sense. So I'm very interested to see what's going to happen with you. But yeah, hard ceramic materials defeat the kinetic energy projectile by shattering it into pieces, decreasing ability to penetrate. Right. So that's like if you have one pencil and you break it. But if you have a bunch of pencils, it's hard to break. And what it does is it's layers of it, and it disperses like he said, it basically disperses the kinetic energy out. So the tiles smash, but that doesn't go into them. But you know, the in the old days, if you work in World War II, and if you ever like watch, say, Fury, White Tiger, or a really good movie, it was a Soviet movie, T-34. That was a really good one. Did you ever watch that with me? The T-34 one I told you was so good. It's really good. It's on Amazon Prime if you have Amazon Prime. It's dubbed. It's a Russian movie, and it's a Russian propaganda movie for the war, but it's really good. And it's about a T-34 tank. And then what happens is, you know, like in Fury and stuff, they put wood on the side of it, and they said that, well, what's wood going to do? Is wood going to stop the stuff? You know, if it hits the wood, it's going to probably explode the wood, and then it's no good anymore. But you know what? If it stops that one round from getting through, that's the one that can kill you. So you know it'll do that. And you know, why you got to lie for it? We know you're independent. I don't think. We know you're sitting there drinking Cristal, and you have 4 carat rings on each finger. So you know, it's yeah. Yes, World War II movie Das Boot was very good, but the only problem is it is not a tank movie. It's a submarine movie. So that's it. You know, the part where they get lice and they have to drink, the whole place gets lice and stuff. So yeah, I did watch that a few times. But T-34, I'm telling you, coach's recommendation, go watch T-34. I've watched it twice. White Tiger was good, but very weird. White Tiger was like, what the hell was it? It was like a white tiger tank that was really killing everybody, but they thought it was like kind of a possessed thing. It was kind of a ghost thing. It would just show up and like destroy like 30 Russian tanks and stuff. So, you know, it was actually pretty good. Fury is a good movie, though a lot of historical inaccuracies. And then you know what they used to do? The Soviets did this. They would put this mesh on the outside, and they called it the mattress spring armor. And it was basically, it looked like an old mattress spring, and it was a thing like this, like almost like a screen. And then what would happen is the stuff would hit it, and it would kind of disperse, and they would not let it through. It would destroy the stuff, but they said if it is that one, the one shell doesn't get through is the one that will probably kill you. So you know, subs are the tanks of water. Well, this subs are sandwiches also, so I like those too. But yes, Das Boot was an excellent movie. It wasn't an Under Siege 1 or 2, but it was actually pretty good. So, but the greatest movie ever is Marked for Death, right under the Seven Samurai. Seven Samurai wasn't good?
No, I never said that.
Marked for Death is awesome. Steven Seagal fan. So, but that's it, guys. You got anything to say? Any questions or whatnot? Because we are looking at the clock, and it's getting time is 9. Even though Andrew made us late. I mean, with technical difficulties. So, you know. So, what are you interested in? Oh, we didn't even talk about the game.
What's there to talk about?
Oh, there's a lot to talk about. So
I hope it's 10 minutes worth.
It's absolutely. So I took the Inhumans. I took
like
Black,
you do.
Yeah, but that's what I like. So I took Black Bolt, Medusa, and Crystal. And then I didn't take Doctor Strange. I took Okoye, who was brand new. I took Wong, because Wong was also, and then Wong was the fifth guy, and then I take Matt Murdock, Daredevil, which everybody says is horrible. Even Andrew said it was horrible, and I was on the fence. But I can't admit that Daredevil's horrible. I can't. I couldn't.
See, the problem is that he's 4 points, and he's got one thing that will only work if you can do it possibly during the game, which is hard to do anyway. And when I did it, it didn't work at all.
Correct.
So, and you got lucky there. But anyway, I took Crime Syndicate.
Okay.
So I took Kingpin, Green Goblin, MODOK for the first time.
Okay.
I forgot Sabretooth. Who else did I take?
It was Kingpin, Sabretooth, MODOK.
Oh, and Doc Ock.
And Doc Ock.
So that was my 5. So I took
That's 5?
What?
Wait.
Kingpin, Green Goblin, MODOK, Sabretooth, Doc Ock.
Green Goblin, yes. Okay.
So I took those 5, doing Crime Syndicate.
Correct.
Extending my Crime Syndicate, so I was able to get the affiliation, which I really didn't do. It didn't really matter too much. But I like MODOK. I think I placed him in the wrong spot, though. I think he should have been on the right with Black Bolt and Medusa instead of being on the left with Crystal and who was it, Okoye. Even though I destroyed them, but anyway, the game ended. Score.
Well, let's go. So a few things before we do that.
Okay.
So as we're playing, I start to go. I move Black Bolt up first. Andrew goes, "You don't get an affiliation." And I said, "What are you talking about?" He said, "Well, you have 6 guys, six guys, and you have 3 from the Inhumans and 3 that aren't Inhumans, and it has to be 51%. So if I'm going to run 6, I need the 4 Inhumans. I need 4 from the Inhumans, and then I could have ran 2 to make 6. So I didn't have the affiliation for the game, so it kind of sucks. So that's that. You want to start talking about BattleTech a little bit?
Actually, I was actually just thinking that I don't want to talk about
okay,
that,
so no mech. No mech.
We will put you in timeout if you bring up mechs in the comments, so I think we're going to have to block about 4 people. Anyway, so I did Crime Syndicate, like I said, but I took the missions were the spider-infected people and the mists, which you always pick, and we also did 20 points, which I think we need to stop doing 20 points because I don't think the game was necessarily made for the 20 points. I think it's more made for like a 17-point game. I know it's only 3 points, but it's a huge difference because that's like 2 or 3 guys that you wouldn't normally be able to take.
But
because
I'm taking a lot of models. That's just the way I am. I like to take a lot of models. I love it so much.
I think that we need to start doing it that way just because it's.
Well, also too, in my defense, I will say in my defense that we don't have that many mission cards because we don't.
We have a lot of mission.
No,
cards.
Now we have a lot.
No, we have a lot of mission cards, but a lot of them we have like 4, maybe 5 extraction ones, and then the rest are. There's like objective 10 hold objective ones.
Right. So hopefully the new stuff that we have here will remedy that.
I mean, listen, we have about we have to have like 10, 15 missions.
Yes, at least.
So, it's not that it's not a lot, it's just we always are doing 20 points. So, but anyway, I took MODOK. I like MODOK. I just don't think I used him right, and he is pretty good.
Yeah.
For the 5 points, and
well, his beam is good, but the whirling blades is really good.
Yeah, he's got the Doomsday Chair,
so
where he can just do the attack and then just do it again for free.
Right.
He doesn't even have to do anything special.
The person has to be within 2 of that model, so which is nice because it can extend away from so it extends the range away from it. So instead of just standing next to each other, if the person is like further behind but within 2, it works out great. And so during the game, what I did is I had Crystal pull Wong closer to her, and I just screwed up because he got me with the whirling blades, and they killed both guys.
Okoye. It was Okoye.
No. At the end, when you came over to the left, my left, your right, and I had Medusa pull Wong next to him to grab.
You said Crystal.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Medusa pulled Wong up right next to her with the pulled him up with the hair, and I really gave I gave you Wong on a silver platter. I really did.
I did the same thing with Sabretooth. I brought him up, but didn't really do too much with him. I should have. I should have definitely.
Well, he
played him differently.
He whiffed against Medusa. Medusa rolled monster saves, and then Black Bolt just destroyed him in 1 round. He cut him down, and then in and then the beginning of the next round, we just got rid of him.
Yeah.
Well, Black Bolt for the first time since I've been running him really did a lot of damage. That's the first. I know he's powerful. I know he's really good, but like that's the first time he really excelled. He really did.
I definitely should have had MODOK on the same side as Black Bolt and Medusa to Whirling Blades them as much as possible.
But you know what you did? You put MODOK here, and I counter deployed them on the other side.
Yeah.
So
I was trying to play him last, but you had 6 guys, so you just did all of them, and I was like, okay, where is he going to play Black Bolt? Okay, I guess I got to go here.
Superior tactics.
Sure, but first time taking MODOK, and I like him. I'll definitely be taking him again. Well, I think he's also in Cabal, so I can probably introduce him into the Cabal as well. So,
well, now you could actually run Sin and Viper and MODOK still, and it's a lot cheaper than running.
Yeah,
say
Red Skull is 4. Yep, yep. So, yeah.
So at the end of the thing, it was very close. We were tied, right? Were we tied?
We were tied 14-14.
Okay, so the game goes to 16. And for every there's 2 Terrigen clouds which you have to hold on to get points. And then there were this one is like they're victims, so you can hold on to them and then you get extra points. So what happened was I had the objective. And I had one thing was on, and I had one, and I think I'm sorry. So I had one on this side. Matt Murdock had one, and then Crystal did something, I think, to Kingpin where he dropped it. So now here comes Daredevil, who everybody hates and says is no good. He goes against Doc Ock.
Well, hold on. I had Doc Ock and Kingpin on the objective so that I can contest it and have it, and Kingpin ended up being dazed from Crystal. So Doc Ock, I was like, okay, as long as Doc Ock survives Daredevil's attack, I'll have enough points to win.
Right. So I come down, and he has something called Devil's Deliverance, which is if it's only 2 dice, and I think it's 4 power. It's only 2 dice. But for every foe that's within 2 of Daredevil, you add dice to it. So really the main thing is you want to have 3 guys, so you could have 8 dice. But when we read it, Kingpin was dazed, so I only had 4 dice. So he was like, oh, it's not worth it. Don't do it. I says, okay, no problem. I did it. I no damage. So Doc Ock blocked everything. But this was the last.
I was like, thank God that he's alive. Like I could probably pull through.
Right. And he was alive. And I waited for Daredevil to go last. Daredevil comes and does Devil's Deliverance. But the thing is, the card says, after this attack is done, you can push the guy back small. I pushed him small back off the objective. Daredevil was on the objective. Kingpin wasn't on the objective. On the other side, I pushed back MODOK with
I didn't have MODOK on the objective.
No, but I'm saying,
remember
I pushed him back.
You pushed him back into the wall.
Right.
And Green Goblin was dazed, and Sabretooth was dead, and
and it just worked out. So then
you were able to push me off and get the last points. I was like, as long as Doc Ock survives, I think I could pull through and win.
Right.
But that didn't happen.
So now with that shows like how strong push is, how strong throw is, how strong those little things are, because the real thing I think with Crisis Protocols, because the way it's set up with the different it's set up with like you have to do this and you push and this, you really have to time everything more than every other game, because there's so many conditions on the attacks, and you got to timing, and that I think that game I had my timing was down. The last round definitely went my way because I picked the right way to do certain things, set things up, because getting power and whatnot. It was good, but honestly, it was really good. It was a really good game. But you were running MODOK for the first time, and it's hard to it's hard to utilize a character for the first time.
Yeah,
it really is. Like I ran Ghost Rider, and I wasn't the first game I did with him. He really didn't do much, and then the second game I ran him, and I knew what he had to do was he was really, really good. So.
And I think the ending was like 14-18 or 14-16 or something like that. I think it was 14-18.
I think it was 14-18
because you were able to just knock everything off of mine. Well, I think it might have been 15-18 because I think Doc Ock still had an objective on it, so it's 15-18.
I think Kingpin got dazed and then dropped it.
So, yeah.
But the thing was, I had 3 already. So, and I wanted Daredevil to pick it up, but he already had one. And he couldn't do it. So
yeah, But yeah, I mean, it was a good game. It was at the beginning. I think it was like 2-8, and I was like, I was like already like,
Well, I went hard for the objectives.
Yeah, and I kind of stood back and was trying to set myself up for the next round, which did not work out for me. So I got to kind of plan it out a little, and also my deployment was not. I don't know. That game was a little iffy for me, so I got to definitely try them again and see what happens next. But. So,
yeah, but it was good because it's a precursor to. We did one battle report that we filmed, but we have a few ideas of how to make the next one better. So we're looking into that. So
yeah, so stay tuned for more Crisis Protocol stuff.
So, all right, so let's hear. Andrew, try painting the Hulk using Sir Astro's guide.
You know what, Beetle? That's a great idea. But I'm not going to do that.
Do you know who Sir Astro is?
I do know.
You do know who Sir Astro is. All right, so that's it. Caught the end watching at 2 times speed to catch up. Rob, you should watch it at regular speed because we are like a fine wine to be enjoyed at regular speed. Do not rush it. Don't do it. Quick talk about Mecha.
Let's not even bother.
Well, just because it's Rob. Rob has a show called Mobile Armor Radio. He's got he's got 2 other cohorts with him. It's good. I like Mecha. I do. I listen to the show all the time with Pat and Brian. It's pretty good. They talk. Brian talks about a lot of stuff I don't understand and some weird like anime stuff. I don't know. So Beetle says we should play Bot War. That'll put you in timeout. So you better be careful. Rob says yes. He agrees with me that we're like fine wine. He shouldn't watch it like that. Battletech or Mech Warrior or both. These guys are very into mecha. So if you're into mecha, really check out Mobile Armor Radio. We had Rob on here a few weeks ago. He was on early on, maybe
it's like the second episode,
or third episode. Yeah. So that's that. And here, so you two have enough new boxes of Crisis Protocol minis to have an unboxing video. What do you think?
Nope.
Why no?
Because what's the point? There's nothing really too much to unbox with them.
I think maybe the new stuff, or maybe we should just wait. You know what we should do? Non-unboxings. That we should do. That would be good. Looking at that. So yeah. So that was it. So we had a crazy little week. We got some more stuff. We got some. Got a game in. Hopefully we'll get another game in soon of Crisis Protocol. I definitely am probably going to add Killmonger into the Crime Syndicate and take out Doc Ock because I think Killmonger is like 3 or 4 points. So maybe more. I don't know. But yeah, that's about it. Rob gets the last word. Okay. Rob says, I think surprise unboxings where we don't know what comes out of the box. Well, we kind of knew what was coming out of the box, but the fun part was that he didn't know. We knew it was coming. We didn't know when it was coming, so that it actually came, and that's that. So yeah, thanks for the shout out, by the way. No problem. We do love Mecha Marble Armor Radio. Rob, you have to come down and come to the Messy Hobby Shop so that we can buy, because there are too many mechs there, and I think they would look better in Canada. Just me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, so we're looking forward to more Crisis Protocol, Flames of War, and I really would like to get a Mortal Gods game in there. So
eventually.
So I'd like to thank let's go through a list. I'd like to thank Beetle, first and foremost, for sending us all this stuff. We really appreciate it. And like I said, we really hope Alex is doing well. And, you know, we really do appreciate it, even though we bust each other's chops all the time. But, you know, we love you, Beetle. So that's it. Rob, thanks for hanging out. Gun Barrel was here. Tremarco. Rick Hall was here. I think he dipped on us, but that's okay. And who else? Who are we missing?
Johnny Grogan.
Oh, Johnny Grogan, who's going to set us up. That's the last thing. I'll do it real quick. So, Johnny, I start talking to Johnny. I start talking to Johnny, and we're going back and forth, you know, talking online and stuff. And he says,
well, do you want to talk about that now, or do you want to save it until things actually happen?
Well, he's going to send it. Just,
right. So when we get it, we can talk about it.
All right. So should I tease it?
We're getting something.
Okay. That's it. A new game that I've never heard of. I'm halfway through the rule book. It seems very interesting. I'm very interested in it. And here's the thing. I backed a Kickstarter for STL files, and I was like, oh, you know, I got them because I liked them, and I was very happy to get them. But I was like, well, where am I going to use them? This game, we could use them. Specifically for this game, we could use that stuff. All right. I will say, though, it's not a sci-fi game. How's that?
Okay. That's the tease.
All right. Does Rob get the last word?
Sure.
I don't know what you're talking about. Are you trying to talk about my belly? That's messed up, Rob. That's racist.
All right. Anyway.
But anyway.
That's it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Check out the 2 links in the description to our Patreon page, which helps support the channel, and also our Discord server. If you do not have Discord, make an account, sign up, join our server, linked in the description, and also in our other videos. It's in the description because it's a great way to talk to you guys and connect with you guys. It's awesome. So go check that out. Subscribe for more live streams, and stay tuned for next week's live stream at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every Wednesday. And
I know we talked quite a bit about Crisis Protocol, but we did a lot of other stuff too. So,
we're trying to do other stuff. That's what we're into.
That's what we're into now. You know, it bees like that sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But all right, guys, that's it. Stay tuned for next week. Stay tuned for more upcoming stuff. We'll see you in the next one.